Hello everyone, great to see you back on the Windsor family. Here, we bring you breaking news, fascinating stories, and little-known mysteries of the royal family. Make sure to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss any updates. Within the gilded walls of Windsor Castle, a confrontation unfolded that few imagined possible, as Princess Anne, long regarded as the monarchy's unflinching moral compass, delivered an ultimatum to Queen Camilla, demanding the immediate return of priceless jewels once belonging to the late Queen Elizabeth. And what might have seemed a matter of personal grievance was in truth a seismic clash over legacy, duty, and the symbolic weight of history. For the jewels in question were not mere adornments, but tangible anchors of continuity. A diamond floral brooch gifted by Queen Victoria to Elizabeth at her coronation, a sapphire and diamond necklace representing the unity of the Commonwealth, and the storied Cambridge lover's knot tiara, all pieces woven into the fabric of the monarchy's identity, their absence sparking questions that went far beyond the boundaries of private inheritance, and when their disappearance was quietly confirmed during a post-Elizabeth inventory. Palace archivists whispered of a breach in tradition so severe it threatened the monarchy's image itself, compelling Anne to act with characteristic clarity. Her demand to Camilla framed not as familial rivalry, but as guardianship of an institution entrusted to her by birth and by decades of tireless service. For at 75, Anne had earned her reputation as the Windsor workhorse, a woman who valued substance over spectacle, and her insistence was rooted in conviction that jewels were living symbols of duty, to be safeguarded for the crown's heirs, not absorbed into the personal domain of a consort. Yet Camilla, having traversed a long road from public vilification to reluctant acceptance as queen, faced her own impossible dilemma, for acquiescence risked appearing weak and undermined, while refusal threatened a public scandal that could reignite long-settled debates about her legitimacy. And thus the jewels became more than ornaments. They were tests of loyalty, tokens of lineage, and instruments of power, with Anne portraying them as memory vessels, binding Elizabeth's reign to the generations ahead, particularly young Charlotte, whose symbolic inheritance of the sapphire necklace had been whispered about within the family, while Camilla's defenders argued that as queen, she had rightful stewardship, not possession of such treasures, positioning her as custodian of a monarchy evolving toward modernity. Yet Anne's intervention sharpened the divide between tradition's guardians and pragmatists of the present, her actions echoing her lifelong belief that the crown survives not through sentiment, but through vigilance, and in delivering her ultimatum, she laid bare the monarchy's eternal balancing act between private bonds and institutional duty, a reminder that even amid glittering tiaras and diamond parures, the survival of the House of Windsor rests on the resolve of those willing to protect its story from dilution. And in this clash between two of its most formidable women, the jewels stood as silent witnesses to the struggle over what it truly means to preserve a legacy.